two quarterback system is garbage. Defenses, when Jimmy is in blitz, his happy feet will throw it. The feet will throw the interception. I like that. They only need to plan for Trey, who's dynamic. I mean,
You can blitz Trey too, though. I
you can.
mean, we saw the Chiefs a little bit. He struggled in terms of his recognition and finding where he needs to go with the ball here and there. But
There's a reason that Trey's being used like Taysom Hill right now. It's not all his fault. It's the whole organization. I'm interested to see if he can. I still like Trey Lance. I still think he has an
me
unreal
too.
skill
Me
set.
too.
But it's not just up to him.
It,
It's the whole environment. I want to see what
the
happens.
unfortunate thing for Trey Lance is that he was drafted to a team that has so many expectations this
Right,
year in terms
right,
of their winning. If the
right.
49ers were a team like the Jags or the Jaguars, where Trey Lance is right now is not even that much of a problem.
Right, because
And where
everyone
Jimmy
compares him to
Garoppolo
Josh
is,
Allen. Josh Allen got to go to a new team and learn on the job, and Lance isn't getting that opportunity.
right.
Yeah,
Even though the Bills made the playoffs the year before, shockingly, that first year with Sean McDermott and lost
yeah.
one of the worst playoff football games I've ever seen versus the Jaguars, just a defensive battle with Tyrod Taylor. Most people expected the Bills to drop off and kind
Mhm.
of rebuild things that year. Nobody thought the Bills were even a deserving playoff team when they made it the year before in 2017.
Carlos says, "Do you think we will regret not taking Fields over Lance? Maybe we should have gone all in for Stafford." Oh man, fish, fish.
Look, I obviously I wanted Fields over Lance, and going all in on Stafford. That's what I was here for since 2 years, a year and a half ago. That's what
Yeah,
I was in for. But look, I don't think you can say that right now. Lance has been positive in a lot of areas. He's shown a lot of potential. He's been exactly as advertised in a lot of ways. I would love to see him in offensive scheme where they game plan the run game fully with him and they use him in play action. Every time
that's what
I've
I
seen him
wanted to
in play
say.
action, I thought he's looked good.
That's what I wanted to say. It's like, dude, you drafted him because of play action, in my opinion. Because I mean, zone read Justin Fields can do that too. You took him over Justin Fields because of this under center play action stuff. And in preseason, he's in the gun, spread offense, like three wide receivers. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's what Justin Fields does. Why didn't? So I guess they're working on his weaknesses and stuff. But when they get to the play action rollout game, I'm expecting him to show why he was taken and why the Niners wanted him over Fields. He's supposed and Fields has looked good on that stuff so far, but Lance should look, special. He should.
Yeah, and the big thing is no matter what, I mean, I think Fields will always have the advantage because his play calling is so poor. You'll just feel like the quarterback is making more plays. But as long as Lance executes with his upper echelon athleticism and his bazooka for an arm, it could still look really good.
Yeah. Jose, what's up, Jose? Says the whole point of this, in my opinion, is to give Lance playing time until he's ready to take over since he hasn't played football in so long. That's interesting. I hadn't thought of that. Just get him on the
No,
field and get him a feel the speed of the game, even if he's hitting
that to
off.
me that kind of makes sense, but they're also trying to win a football game. They're
Right.
not trying to just drop him back or get
Right.
him more reps, right? They're going to run plays that are designed mostly for his strengths. And you're not I feel like with all of those you might just not get enough in terms of helping him out. Personally, that's my take.
Yeah. Michael says, I think the two quarterback system is a way to keep Trey into the flow of the game so when bad Jimmy shows up, he's easier to pull and Trey won't be coming in cold. Maybe.
Maybe,
Maybe.
maybe.
I just don't think this is a long term
But
plan or
I
solution.
just see those type of things and I just think if you're so scared of bad Jimmy showing up, then just start Trey Lance.
Daniel says, with all due respect, stop shoving Lance in before he's ready. Plan was Lance 2022 and beyond. Lynch was transparent. Jimmy wins when healthy. Lance has no experience. Sit and wait like Mahomes.
I'm
These
sorry.
comments are tough. I feel like we've been arguing with this one forever. With
Yeah,
all due,
I
hey, thank
mean,
you. With all due
it's
respect,
it's.
stop shoving Lance
I
in
feel
before.
like this
Plan
is
was
just an agree to
2022.
disagree.
Yeah, plan was 2022 and beyond. But I think what we've been saying is no one's plan when you trade up for the number 3 pick is to sit a guy for a year.
No,
You could do that if the Niners stuck at 12. If they hadn't traded up and they'd taken Mac Jones and they said we want to sit him for a year, you could say teams have done that. But this number 3 with the trade up, what you're saying is we can't chance it with this guy at 12. We need someone who's ready right now, and that's what the move is. Not. I mean, I'm just saying.
yeah, I mean
I'm
logically it
just
just
saying.
doesn't make sense.
It
I
doesn't
mean,
make
Kyle
sense. They can
Shanahan and
say
John
what they
Lynch,
want.
they
Yeah.
do a really good job of saying what they want to say, and I feel like they do a really good job ensuring that people only believe certain things that they say and don't believe certain things they say. But
Yeah. Tobin says right now Trey is a distant fifth out of the 5 first-round quarterbacks. I think that is a disappointment for all involved. Not panic, but not great either. I think everything you said is correct.
I think it's fair, but at the same time, I just would
But
love
it's
to
also not
see
about
him.
who's the best in the first
Yeah,
preseason of their rookie
yeah,
seasons. I
of
still
course.
think Lance has a great skill set.
And I would love to see him go ahead and be put into an offense that's just heavy play action, heavy run game, which is what I anticipated him to be in. Because again, every time
It's the
in this
reason he's here.
preseason we've seen him in play action or we've
Yeah.
seen him roll out, it looks really good.
Yeah, that throw he made rolling left yesterday, I thought was really
Both of
nice.
them.
And I
The
feel
one to
like,
Hurd this week and Richie
yeah,
James last week too. Both were phenomenal.
yeah, there's no wobble when he's throwing on the run. It's the same. I always compare him to Wentz. I've seen Wentz in person. When you see Wentz in the pocket, he is thinking. You know what I'm saying? You can see him thinking, and
Hmm.
it's not good. When he's on the run, he's playing naturally the way he did his whole life, and he looks phenomenal. I think Lance is very similar in that direction, in that way. And plus, he gives you the zone read, which Wentz doesn't give you. I still like the pick. He's 21. He needs to improve in all these other areas for sure. But there's so much he can do right now.
I mean, we are a training camp and a preseason into
Yeah.
these guys' career. We have zero clue. Let's just wait
Yeah.
for a little bit.
Yeah. Gold blooded says running 2 quarterbacks just tells us Trey is good enough to play alongside Jimmy. Then why keep the multi-million-dollar quarterback who's just as good? Time to move on. I know, man. I think it's fair that it's perplexing. They haven't really
Look,
done a great job explaining it, and there are these
yeah,
theories that Kyle wanted Mac, and it's a whole mystery over here.
look.
Who's this guy?
Logically, to me, I'm right there with you. A
Yeah.
lot of what the 49ers have done with their handling of the quarterback situation has not made sense to me.
Hmm.
And I'm a 49ers fan, so I'm biased. So I'm going to be right there with the rest of you saying, oh, Kyle has a plan. Kyle has all of this. But I'm just saying, if the Chicago Bears were
Right.
doing this same exact thing, you bet I would be ripping Matt Nagy a new one because this just doesn't make sense.
Let me just ask you. This is a theory. I haven't talked. I haven't been in the locker room, but if the locker room was overwhelmingly Team Jimmy wanting Jimmy to start, would that explain this? Would that, because I mean they know Jimmy. He's their age. They've played a lot of games together. They like him. He's a likable person. It might maybe if that's the case, would that explain this?
Do you think? I just find that one. I mean, I buy that to an
I asked
extent, but
Kyle
I've
yesterday, and he was
never.
like,
Yeah, I heard that question.
"Yeah." He
Like,
was like, "I
they
hope that
better
they would
trust me.
support
Yeah,
whatever." I don't know. I just when I hear George
this.
Kittle talk about him and he always says he's 21, I'm like, I don't know. Like you're such good friends with Jimmy and you were such good friends with CJ and Trent Taylor. Like it's a very clicky team at times. I don't know. I don't know. He's a rookie. Yeah,
I actually do
very clicky
sometimes get
team.
that vibe.
Yeah,
Like the guys that go to Cabo with Kyle
yeah.
Shanahan, the Kittles, the
Trey hasn't
Juszczyk,
been to
the
Cabo
McGlincheys.
yet, man.
Those
There
are
might be
the.
some hazing that they do in Cabo. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying. I think that might be a complicating factor.
No, but I do feel like there's certain unassuming players, and I always bring up Jimmy Ward that just don't get enough attention because the guys that get attention are Kittle, Juszczyk, McGlinchey, those guys who kind of hang around together and
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Particularly on the offense. Sean S says it feels like Kyle is playing Build a Bear with the 2 quarterback system, taking what he likes from each quarterback. I like that visual. Did you see that what Leo Luna did the face thing?
Yeah,
Where
I
he,
saw
that
that.
was
I saw that. That was
terrifying.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't believe you can't just bring in a guy like. I guess they could have done this last year too. Had CJ come in for the deep balls because Nick Mullins can't throw the deep ball, and have Nick
Situational.
Mullins come in. Yeah,
Why not? I guess it just maybe they would if they could go back.